And we are live.
All right, football fans and football lovers all over the world. Your favorite podcast is back. The Metabolite is here, and
All night.
we are here to dissect football and talk about our favorite game, which is the round leader game. Yeah, today we'll be dealing with review of Champions League games. We saw some Champions League actions during the week, and also talk more on we review some of the games that happened last weekend, sorry, because we were not here for our week review show. I'm also looking forward to that big encounter over the weekend. Arsenal taking on United.
I'm
More,
sad.
more to come. Yeah, yeah. I'm your host Victor, and here we have the United fan in the building. We have fun now.
I agree the house.
Hey, wait,
Glory, glory, Man United.
I check Thursday. I check Thursday and Wednesday games. I not see United play Champions League. Even Europa League, they don't even day too.
No worry, go see us for weekend. We are
And,
going to the end.
oh,
That's
I'll wait for you now. That match is not to make noise. And I'm not surprised saying that nothing like they make noise past Arsenal. I don't be shocked.
which noise? We are sad.
No wahala. No wahala. Also, we have our producer, technical advisor, and the host of our last show, OG, back up on the village.
They don't promote me to line manager too. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
I greet the house and good evening to our viewers out there. It's nice to be back, and my apologies for how our last stream went. Apparently, I was sounding as if someone pressed my neck. So hopefully, we're going to correct that today. Thank you, everyone, and welcome.
Yes. So yeah, we still apologize for the last episode, and there was some sound difficulty, and we're not actually aware of that. But this episode promised to be superb. Yeah. First of all, let's start. Let's get into today's show. Promise to be fast as possible. But first, thank you guys for your support. The subscribers, please keep on sharing the gospel, and also catch us on TikTok. Yeah, we're doing more of personal content where we'll be showing our face. We're looking towards also probably looking towards a game maybe next week or next week where we will all do our first video live and podcast. We're working towards that. So let's go into today's episode. Let's start with last weekend games where we saw the likes of let's talk about the main events where we saw United beating Man City. That was Michael Carrick first game in charge, and even though I know the victory now has been subsided by after many days, but that winning feeling back in United Stadium. How did it feel for you guys winning against Man City? Pep?
Well, I don't think Man City winning them is strange to us. But it's just that we don't know what to expect as United fans, right? Because it's a derby and we just changed managers. So there were lots of uncertainty going into the game. But in the context of the game, the way the game went, I knew we would win from the fifth minute. I knew we were going to win that game from the fifth minute because you could tell that the intensity of the players, we've not seen it like that in a long time. And it was backed by the start of the game. Most distances run by United players this season in a game, four of them came were from that City game. Dogo, Bruno, Ahmad, and I think yes, Kobe, Maino. Those four players, their distances run in that City game. They in the top seven for United. This time that United has run this whole season so far. So you could tell from the fifth minute that they were going to put up a really, really good fight in the game, especially when Maguire and I even hit the crossbar. So City could not match the intensity of the United players in the game, the tackles, the way they were going to challenges, and all of that. Then I think what impressed me was about Carrick in that game. It's not even the fact that we won, it's the way we won in terms of the chances we created. We really capitalized on City's weaknesses. Didn't allow Rodri control the game. We used Mbomo and Bruno as two forwards in pressing Rodri side by side. So Rodri could not have a hand in that game at all. Our defensive formation was like in a 4-4-2. So we had Bruno and Bruno playing up top when we're defending. So you could tell that City could not play between the lines because the likes of Foden, Cheki, Bernardo Silva, they were struggling to get touches in the areas they would like to get touches in. So it was very, very good. We pushed the threat out wide, hoping that our two white players, that's Dogu and Shaw and Ahmad and Dalo, be able to handle City's white players while we squeezed up the center of the pitch such a way that their pens can't get access to those areas. Then defensively was actually yes, what I was talking about. Defensively, they platformed really well. United have good attackers. I've been saying it since. They have good attackers. Ahmad, Umbumo, Bruno, these guys can hurt anybody on their day. You will now calculate, adding the fact that Sesko and Konya and other players as well. These guys can actually hurt anything because of the way they are good players. That's a set of attackers. So you just need to platform them properly. Give them the base to work with. Give them the right structure to play in. They will be able to hit things on the break, find those things that other things that would require when we are playing other types of systems. So Carrick did do well, platform the players properly and targeting City's weaknesses, and then also enhancing United's strengths, which is playing on the break. So it
All
was a
right.
good win for United, though. Yeah.
Uh, all right. All right. That was a very, very happy United fan after beating Man City. Now let's move on to OJ. OJ, your guy Pep Guardiola. I want to know this particular result with their Champions League result, which was 3-0 lost, 3-1 lost to Bordeaux, and this has been I think a terrible month for him. Back-to-back draw, that is Sunderland and Chelsea. Then losing to Man United and now losing to Bordeaux. And your guy also slashed the cash for Semenyo and the like of Gay. I think Gay is dead too. What's the reason for sitting me up this season? Like, is Pep Guardiola actually thinking too much, or the like of Tinjani Reinders and what's his name? Checky can't be compared to the likes of Divona and Godogan.
Well, for one, I would start from where you ended the whole thing. I don't think we can put some Reinders and Czech in the same bracket as De Bruyne and Gundogan for now. Of course, when they go on to accomplish certain things in the club, then we can start having the conversations. But from where I'm standing, well, I would say that it's more of a case of there is the Pep's cycle with this set of lads, so with this particular team has come to an end. It's looking as if he might just have to not renew his contract and move on eventually when the season ends. Because I feel as if, to a large extent, this crop of players, believe you me, they would do very well under a different manager right now, and that's not a debate. So I feel as if, well, his time with these guys, well, it just has to come to an end and all of that. So it's just so sad that despite all the money that has been splurged and everything, their performances are still, of course, they still dominate games, but only in terms of passes and possessions and all of that. But those are not the stats that actually matter. They were completely, in as much as yes, they had the superior possession against Manchester United, for instance, they were completely battered in that particular game. Absolutely battered. Zero big chances created. That's unacceptable. After splashing so much money on several key high-profile players, that's just not acceptable from Pep. And of course, I won't blame the players because of course the players will do what the manager instructs them to do. I feel as if well his time with these guys have should come to an end come the end of this season. Imagine losing to a Norwegian team. Of course, I take nothing away from Bodo. They are a decent side, but at least City should be getting a win from that particular fixture. And their failure to do so, and coupled with the fact that they were completely decimated in that game, well, that's just unacceptable. And I don't think it is something that can be fixed on the long run in this particular season. Of course, we would say yes, give him another season and all of that. Yes, that we can argue for that because of his pedigree and his track record from previous seasons, right? But I feel as if this group of players, they just need a fresh face in the dugout. If that's gonna be possible, then I think City should go for it and just find a way to mutually. Point is, Pep and City should find a way to mutually cut ties, and each person goes their separate ways. He has tried. He has accomplished several things for them. It's not easy. It's arguably their best manager ever since the club got the backing of a very wealthy Saudi company or something like that. So yeah, I feel as if personally that his time with City should come to an end come the end of this season. They need a fresh face in that
All right,
dugout. That's the only way that things can move forward for them right now.
all right. That sounds like Pep buying out buying out as with a defeat, and that is not unlike Pep. But still on this City matter, to me, like I said, in the last previous episode, I said City still has many issues, and I think City need midfielders. Yes, they need defenders also. They also need midfielders, and you can see their last game against Bordeaux. Rodri is still not up to form. I don't know why he's not playing Nico Gonzalez though, but I think I think the next way he should try to play Nico Gonzalez and Rodri together probably just for a bit stability. And we also saw the inexperience of Max at the back that caused them against Bordeaux. And also, I feel against United, they were not defenders were not actually braver with the ball. They were too passive, and that led to what United actually dominating the game and winning the game. But that's all on City. We also saw in Barcelona, OG, we saw Barcelona and Real Madrid taking actions in the Champions League. And over the weekend, Barca lead in the top of La Liga was reduced to 1 point after their loss against Real Sociedad. Yes, 2-1 against Real Sociedad. Now, there has been recent conversation online after their game against Celta Prague yesterday. Some Barca fans have been saying that they don't want to face Arsenal because if they face Arsenal, now 5-0 corner, now go to chop first half. Not even want the whole first leg.
I think I mentioned this during our last pod. I said I do not want to face Arsenal for obvious reasons because right now if we face them, every corner is a goal, and I am not even capping.
They said that 5-0. I said, but come on, they said that 5-0 first half. Let me say that
No,
I move for
no
time.
man, no
That
man.
5-0 first
Corner, goal, throw in, goal. In fact, set this from the middle of the pitch, goals. Just forget it. No
So
way, no way, no way.
take us through the Liga twins now. Madrid and Barcelona. Their weekend games and also a Champions League game. Madrid winning 6-1 also.
Yeah. I mean, La Liga, I think Madrid playing, they hosted Levante. That was Abelar's first test because, of course, in as much as, yes, he didn't really get the results he would have wanted against Albacete in Copa del Rey. I wouldn't really count that as a test for him. His first test came in when they hosted Levante, and, well, they performed decently, got a win, got a clean sheet, and everything went well for them. Well, that was expecting a completely different result, maybe kind of like a draw, but then again, that was a good one from them. Whereas from on my own side of things, I am not going to come here and rant about several things that happened in the match. Right, 3 goals were cancelled in the first half. I'm not going to I'm not going to peddle any agenda tonight. I'm just going to say it as it is. Yeah, we had a good game, but it's just unfortunate that we actually lost that tie. Yes, were there controversial decisions made in the game? I would think so, but that's a discussion for another day. But what matters is our 5 points gap has now been reduced to something not so big again, and then it is looking kind of dicey right now, right? So, but I'm not really scared because looking at our next round of fixtures, I feel as if we should be able to handle things and maybe try to see if we can extend or create that gap extension again, going into the next few rounds of fixtures. So yeah, well, Madrid won, we lost in summary. That was it for La Liga. And then in the Champions League, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting Monaco to put up any kind of fight, but then again, I wasn't really also expecting them to be I'm even liking the adjective to use for these guys because I'm so disappointed, right? Yes,
They were too poor.
Very,
They were
very,
just too
very,
poor.
very poor.
How will they concede
If you look
goals
at
against Real Madrid?
most of the goals Madrid scored, you misplaced passes left, right, and center. Most goals came from misplaced passes, and that's not acceptable for a team that is playing in the Champions League. Of course, if you are being caught on a break or something like that, or if you are being played out of the park, I would understand. But simple things you're supposed to do as a footballer, and then you are getting those things wrong. Was just somehow. Of course, yes. I won't. I don't. I'm not taking anything away from the Madrid players. Vinicius was absolutely astronomical in that particular game. He tried. He did his best. I think a goal and 2 assists. Yeah, that was a man of the match performance from him. He tried. He took on his men. He took on his men. He was very rowdy in that particular game. Big ups to him and big ups to them as well. Repping, of course, when it comes to Champions League, I don't really beef them too much because they are also repping La Liga. So yeah, big ups to Madrid for that. And well, comment the hour, comment the team. Yesterday they wanted to put me on high jump yet again. I don't know why they keep on doing this. My question now is, must you concede? Because this is like the 10th straight match for the first time ever that Barcelona is conceding a goal in every single game in the UCL. And that's not a very, very
But the
good
pattern
record.
you guys play, pattern you guys play actually leads to that too. You can't like you guys play a pattern that you must concede.
Yes,
If an attack is meaningful, you must surely concede. So
yeah,
I'm not really surprised with that start.
yeah, you're correct. But recently, I think we were able to string about 3 to 4 straight wins without conceding a goal. So, of course, it had us coolers dreaming about a solid defense. But well, that was a dream that was ultimately cut short. So we were quickly brought back to reality. The kind of system we play is just impossible to keep clean sheets, which makes me worry going into the next round of fixtures for the UCL, because that's where things starts to get real. That's where things starts to get a bit more serious, because now we are looking at knockouts, and of course, yes, the whole thing about goal difference doesn't has been removed. So that's a very big plus for us. If not, there would have been serious problems for us, right? But still, that doesn't change the fact that we have to show up our defense if we want to do well in the knockout. Yes, I know that when it comes to knockout, you just have to score one more goal than your opponent, and then everything works well. But yeah, we can't always rely on the team to always come back from always conceding first or always conceding several goals. So we can't always rely on that, which is why we also need to find a way as a unit to show up the defense. Now, no, they're not going to be any new additions this January. It's already gone. No hope on that. I'm hoping that with what we have, we should be able to create a formula that can help us going into the knockout round of the UCL. Of course, we haven't really gotten there yet, and I don't know if how we are going to get there, because right now, as it stands, I think several teams, about 6 to 7 teams or 5 to 7 teams, are on the same points on the UCL. Right, they're on 13 points. So if they don't win their match, they might lose their spot. So I'm not really sure. I'm not completely sure we would even progress automatically into the next round, because right now as it
You guys
stands.
will progress. People are facing Copenhagen at home. Not the reason now.
Yeah, okay, if it's
You guys will progress.
okay,
We
oh,
go face like let's beat Copenhagen at home. We go progress now. If you
that's
cannot beat Copenhagen at home, why will you want to progress before? Like Copenhagen, no, no. You guys should beat Copenhagen at home.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, now.
Since since
That is the thing now.
since it's a home fixture, I'm yeah, it's supposed to be an easy win for us. Although, well, yesterday's victory come at a very serious cost, because well, we lost our best player as far as I'm concerned to injury, and he will be out for the next 1 month. But I've seen the calendar. The matches he's going to be missing, well, they're not matches we cannot win without him. So yeah, we should be fine prior to when he returns. So yeah, that's about the summary of everything from my end.
All right. Thank you, Uji, our La Liga representative. Let me ask our fellow Man United fans. Since you not really play Champions League now, may you just try to get involved. This new format has been making people speak because I think what Oji just stated about right now the next round of fixture, which is going to be last round of fixture, we see the teams like Chelsea traveling to Naples, and also have Inter playing Dortmund, and like Moses said, about seven other teams are their spot are not really secured. Currently, right now, it's only Arsenal and Bayern Munich that are secured to the round of 16. So this new format make people speaking. Do you like this new format more than the old format? Ray?
I don't even know. Say, I don't that question. I don't really know. because I do feel like this one, this particular format, in some stages, it's you don't really feel it. Like how will I explain it? Um, there is no. It just feels like the game is just there, but then towards the end, the stakes are higher. We saw it last season as well, when the likes of PSG and Man City were playing the game, and PSG has to come from behind to qualify to the round of 32 when they beat City. So higher stakes, higher stakes, higher stakes. Like now, I think our 7 teams are on 13 points. I don't know. Is this seven? I think it's seven.
Yeah,
Uh,
17. Then and the
yeah,
likes of Barca is 15 points. So
that's
Barca,
sick.
that my Liverpool self is in 15 points. So PSG lost to Sporting. That so
Yeah,
they have been dropped. They have dropped down. So that's why
that,
it's I think this last game, last set of fixture might be very very difficult.
these last
And
few are going to be very interesting. I think everybody needs to put their eyes on it because there are lots of teams that could go qualify. Many teams have a chance, so it's going to be fun. But in
all right.
terms of preference, if I were to pick between this format and the old format, I think I'll pick this one because the old format does feel like sometimes it's straightforward. Ehen. It's very weird to see
And
this kind of.
you can actually dose for the first two games and the next three games. You just try to get 9 points and you qualify. Then
Yes, exactly.
compared to this one that Man City are now regretting why they invested players for Leverkusen and also their Bordeaux loss. So now they have to make sure they have to win the next game against Galatasaray at home. So it's like
Exactly.
every game actually matters. Like for example now, my Liverpool that lost against PSV last time actually end up playing PSG because they lost towards PSV. So like every actually game actually very matters. Wait,
Yes, every game matters. You need to get your points. You could see Ateta how he has played this whole CL competition. He has not left any points on the table. If you look at it last season, I think Arsenal came out second in the group stages behind Liverpool. This season, they are first. So you can see that Ateta really understands the assignment in terms of making every point count in this particular format.
all right, all right. Before moving on to this weekend fixtures, my own take on this part actually very simple. At home. So like the game was against PSG and Madrid away. We are supposed to have those benefits as finishing first or second, like the way we saw. The way we still feel as when we face PSG away first, eh? Our second leg for win our second leg at home because we have know that first leg try not to lose, second leg then try to win. But that's past. But I still understand, still like the way Arteta actually treated this particular game. And speaking of Arsenal Inter game, it was very, very surprising because right from the onset, Arsenal was off the block. We saw Arsenal scoring around the 90 minutes. And Inter built momentum into the game that actually equalized, tend to go from Suchich after the ball strike. Then Arsenal, with normal routine, corner kick FC. Around the 30th minute, Arsenal get the corner and then all thanks to Gabriel Jesus. Then during the 90 members of the game, we saw Vito Gokeres and rocket into the top corner. I still feel so much should have saved that ball though, but it's a good one, good confidence booster for him. Considering the fact that he just saw his other striker arriving for his position, Gabriel Jesus actually scoring 2 goals ahead of him in that particular picture. So it was a particular booster for him. I even see the guy's celebration. He just be like say, he jackpot. The guy was so happy. And you all know my stance now. My stance is that if the guy doesn't really have offer us anything up front, is there any need to be playing him? We saw Gibe Jesus against in-time defenders of Achibi and Akonji, and he was still able to actually make use of himself because the first goal he scored, I don't think Kokeres can score that goal, even though a scuff effort from Timber, but Jesus was more agile and more flexible enough to just hit the ball past the goalkeeper. I don't think Gyökeres can actually score that goal. But Gyökeres also has his own benefits. Like the goal he scored was off the run. That was a brilliant ball for Martinelli, and that was a chevalier from Martinelli. Then found Gyökeres and he passed the ball to Saka. Saka didn't trap the ball away. Then he came back to him and hit it one time. He also had the same chance again during the dying embers of the game. He just fired the ball outside. I'm like, see this guy, confidence too good for him. Now ahead of this United game, it's a very good booster for him, and it's a very good motivation for him. Hopefully, because I know say my guy dey usually start Gyökeres ahead of Gabriel Jesus, but no wahala, we'll get to that one eventually. I dey hold your body for United game now. If you say man, you can come to the Emirates Stadium and perform, I won't say a miracle, but calling it a miracle won't be too far-fetched because considering the fact that if you check head-to-head record, Man U has not won at the Emirates Stadium since that game that the game saved there. I think about 13 shots or 14 shots. That was almost, I think that was almost 6 years ago. Maybe
We
7 years
won.
ago, sir.
We won last year now.
No, that one na FA Cup, like they can't that one.
How much
Talk
you
about
count it?
Premier League now.
How much you count it? And shameless do you now? Did we not win last year?
Na Premier League now. Now that one I even win. Say na even PK you take
Even
this.
not that only we
Na
won
PK
the
you take win
20
o. Na PK you take win o. Let me say even win the full time 90 minutes. Na PK you take win.
against them. You know the shame.
Na PK you take win my guy. You win PK, they start they win, they win, they win. You win PK.
Even against them, you know the shame.
I
Ah,
don't guy, you win PK. You win 90 minutes. No, na PK you take win now. So people have
but
not actually won 90 minutes
even
football in
even
Emirates Stadium.
we
In
won the
in what you say?
2019 one day. We won that stadium.
2019. That's how many years ago?
Marshall, Lingard, and who's got the first goal said? Don't forget.
2019 is not this guy. Oh. It's not what's his name? It's not Ateta. Oh.
Who was your coach?
Naomi was 20 it was
It was
2018
Emery.
now.
It was
That is
Emery.
20 it was 2018 but that's not 2019 because I know you probably not be Ateta.
Bolo was our coach. We won 2019 FA Cup. When it was interim.
Okay, that one I FA Cup again too.
Yeah, nah.
Talking about the
So
league. The league now since Sanchez and Lacazette, that
the
was
the the league
2017.
of 2010. That's what I remember.
2017. 2017, that one had been when you win the last. It don't take when you win for Arsenal. I know you check to head record in Premier League. I think over 12 games, you guys will have only two wins over 12 games. We always dominate now. This at the time, he like to beat you. If it's home or away, we will just be beat you.
Records are meant to be broken.
How do you feel for this game now? Like, are you confident?
What did I tell you before? Raya should just ready his net for me. I am coming for Raya. About this game, Sha. Okay, realistically, the game is not going to be an easy one. It's Arsenal now. Arsenal are very difficult to beat. Difficult to see chances against. I hate them. But one thing I don't know is that I have the attackers that can cause any team problems. That's one thing I'm confident in. I've already said right from time. Likes of Bruno, Ahmad, Umbumo, Cunha. These are not the Hoylons and the Garnachos we had previously. These are guys that can cause real havoc to any team, any defense. So this game, what will really, really work for United is that they need to come in with some belief. They need to come in that don't be phased. I mean, it's it's just another game. Just come with some kind of belief. Um, if you take some performance, sorry, from some inspo or some the game at Old Trafford earlier in the season, even though Arsenal won that game, United really caused lots and lots of problems for Arsenal. So they can take some respite from that game because I think in that game it showed that this United team can actually cause this Arsenal team problems. And Arsenal fans are acting all cocky, feeling like they'll just come in and just watch United. But the truth is that if United actually do come into that game, some kind of belief, some kind of I need them to be structurally organized because Arsenal is not City. Arsenal are ready to give you the ball. Arsenal are ready to go dirty with you. You understand? Arsenal are not going to. They are not always one. They are ready. They are not stationed to win truly one way, dominate the game and whatnot. They can win through that, yes, but they are not stationed to do. They can win on the counter. They can maybe ball the game out and then try to nick set pick goals like last season when we went to the Emirates. So I need them to be concentrated. Like they need to have some high levels of concentration. Set piece connection needs to be brilliant. This is where I think the likes of Maguire needs to start. Um, but what I do know is that United do have the players to come to that Emirates Stadium and cause real trouble. So, which is why I'm not too phased by the game. I'm not too phased by the game. Um, we know Arsenal are a great side. Yes, they've been doing well. They're hard to beat. They're a great side, but you don't need to come into it with fear. So hopefully we are able to get some solid job done against the Gunners team. Raya, warm your nets for me. I'm coming for you.
Let me just say the last two games Arsenal have played in the Premier League. Nobody, no, Raya has not even touched the ball. Like no shot on target. The last two games.
No worries. It's not
Just
Forest
just
and Liverpool.
just-
It's not Forest and Liverpool. Liverpool
so
that
first that Liverpool, I you try tell you now. Nobody
Liverpool
don't
that
shoot us.
Gakpo and who was their forward that day?
I really
And
try tell you.
no, now leave all
No,
those things.
no shot on target yet. Even Inter yesterday, well, they had only three on target. That was their goal, and all that two shot where they give Raya. I don't know if I tell you that one.
All these
And
things. So yeah, do they have Bruno Fernandez?
no, I like, but no, no, I'm waiting for
See,
you at the end.
all those things these things, Mendy. We are coming for him.
No issue, no
Just
issue.
if after things I'm joking, though. That's not things that they joke. You
Let's
see,
go.
you see
Let's
my Kobe and my Casemiro
no, no,
and my
let, let,
Fernandez. You
let,
see all
let's
those
go to
people
the
that they
neutral.
for them, they count the leg for me.
Let's
Whoever
go
you
to the
pass,
neutral. Let's
anytime
go to
players
the
are
neutral
left
person in the building.
they have something for him. Yeah?
No, let's go to the neutral person in the building. OJ, you've heard from the United fan. You've seen their confidence level. I know you are going to be sat there waiting, hoping for a result for United against Arsenal. But how do you see the game actually planning out? Not the prediction, just how you see the game planning out.
For boy, if they flog treble come off on a body, oh, but so well.
If it's
Um,
treble, constant. When we talk about treble, we talk about quadruple. Now quad we want me, no, not be even treble we want me. Now quad.
well, I think the appointment of Carey couldn't have come at a much more better timing. Of course, going into this particular game, there would be hype and confidence, like Ray said, and I will concur on that. They actually have the quality of players to hurt any team right now. It doesn't matter whether it's going to be in Premier League or in the future in the Champions League. So yeah, I'm going to say that this particular game is going to be a tough one. If you remember the first game, in as much as you guys got a victory out of that game, Man U to a large extent, I think they had the better chances and all of that, right? So I'm likely going to be expecting something similar from this game. But like Ray also said, Arsenal are a team that knows how to win not just in one way, they know how to win in several other ways. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very dicey situation because, well, I would expect Arsenal to get a win, but well, this Man United team, it's not looking like a team that wants to just that is coming to that game to actually play around. So yeah, of course, like Ray said, they'll be playing on their black kits, and then well, something dangerous is to be cooked in that particular feature. But generally, I would see this whole thing going in the direction of Arsenal. Yeah, of course, Manchester United are in a rebuild phase of and all of that, and they are very very good side, right? They are very very good side. But I feel as if Arsenal should be able to to haram a victory out of this whole fixture. So yeah, Arsenal win. I don't know the particular score line, but Arsenal to win this particular fixture. Man, you will rebuild
We
on
will,
the other matches, but not just this one. Thank you.
we will go into scoreline. We'll go into scoreline, but let's just talk a bit in depth into this particular game. Back to Ray. Ray, where are the settings? You have said that set piece, and you said that Arsenal can win in that ways. But which certain battles are you looking forward to in this particular game? Where do you think this game will be won and lost? Ray.
It will be won and lost in both boxes. This is never going to be midfield battle because I think what makes Arsenal a great team to me personally is not just because of their racking points. So I think I've liked Arsenal over the years as Arteta since 2023. Admire them because they're a team that can win, that can defeat you in different ways. Eh, They can hold position against you, keep you in your half throughout the game. They can do that. They can. You saw the 5-1 game against City last season. City had all the ball in the game. City just gave them they gave City the ball, counter attack them 1-5-1, so they can play on the counter. Then they can also ball the game out and then win via a set piece. We've seen that happen to Spurs over some time ago. I think last 2 seasons or so. So when it comes to Arsenal, it's hard to predict how they are going to set up against when they are coming to a big game. They don't lose these games. They rarely lose these games. I don't remember when last they lost to a big six side. Um,
Don't make MI remind you. If MI come, MI will remind you.
okay, Liverpool. Okay, aside that one, Sha, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I
So the
think
game
the last time we lost the game against big team was actually Man United.
that was like one game in I think Arsenal. I think that Liverpool loss was like the first loss against a big team like
Yes.
about 30 something games now.
After
So
Mayu Terag season where Anthony first go boom 3-1. No.
yeah,
Yes, that is it. Yeah.
yes, it's
No no
been a
no no
long.
no. It was in
Yes.
Man City. Man City that same season 5-4-1.
Okay, that one. Yes,
Where
that one.
where to be name Wabodin. Yeah, I
That
got
was
the
the
funny
last.
one there.
But this game, yes, both boxes. When I mean both boxes, set pieces and moments, because I do feel like United would want to capitalize on moments. The FA Cup game we played last season, I don't think we played anything. We did not play much, to be honest. It's just that one chance, that one counter we had that Bruno punished Seaside. But yes, we do have game changers. That one I'm sure of. That was giving me confidence, and they are all fit. The likes of I just need Bruno to give me one more, give us another performance because if Bruno does clutch it up for us in terms of being able to um, create chances inside the boxes. Um, but anyhow, yes, both boxes. I think
All right.
Arsenal. Sorry, I think Arsenal. The way Arsenal are, they are sound in both boxes when it comes to set pieces, offensively and defensively. For United, I don't know how we are yet in terms of that regard because under Amorim we're shaking in both sides. Carrick is just one game, so you can't really tell. But anyhow, yes, I believe we game won and lost in both boxes.
Okay.
What is the decision?
All right. Well, you actually said everything. I think depending on the tempo of the game, you expect them. I think Arsenal I think Arsenal don't really impose themselves on the game. They tend to maybe the first few minutes they press you and they see the way you guys play, then they retreat back, then they study the game and they come out again. Against Inter Milan was a prime example. The first 10 minutes were all over them. Against Liverpool, we were all over them. Against Aston Villa, we were all over them. Then second half, we increase our tempo. Arsenal tend to increase the tempo as the game started. So I expect if United can just calm down and we are those to stable for that first 10-15 minutes. If Arsenal score that first 15 minutes, to be a very, very difficult game for United, like a very, very difficult game for United. If they can just try to be stable for that first 15 minutes, and they give you expo now, they give you expo that first 15 minutes, even if you just be very, very stable that first 15 minutes. Even against Nottingham Forest, we had that chance against Martinelli with Salisbury. That first 15 minutes, that's not just come up from the block. And when we score, we then But then I don't know. It's something like a. I think it's a psychological issue. Just tend to what give the position of the ball, then you now stay deep and try to what control the ball, being deep, then give you the ball to try to break us down. And I don't think United have the quality for us if we decide to go deep. Yes, there is Bruno Fernandes, yes, but if we decide to go deep, I feel the lack of Rice and Zubimendi might make it very difficult for Bruno to actually break us down. So if I can actually stabilize for the first few minutes, and also both boxes, Ateta is a maniac for both boxes. He hates losing draws in both boxes. Like he's a like that's what he built his reputation from winning draws. Like he like winning draws, very like winning draws. He don't want to lose in both boxes. Both boxes is very, very important for him. And like you said, last time you guys were at the Emirates, it was all thanks to what two corner goals. Saliba and Timber was able to what, beat you guys. And statistics is showing you that Arsenal is on track to break Stoke record of 21 goals in the season. Arsenal is already on 19 goals already. So just remaining 3 goals, Arsenal will break a season. That's all competition though. Arsenal is already on 19 goals this season. So just remaining 3 goals for us to break that particular record. And if it happen against United, because I've seen some clips from United, United find it difficult to defend corners. I don't know if Carrick has actually worked on that though, but I find it difficult to defend corners. Now to my side of the bargain, I still see us now winning United. Yes, it was a very, very much improvement against Man City. Yes, and it boosts is a booster of confidence. Yes, but we should know that Man City now and Arsenal now are different, are two different kinds of fish. And Arsenal will say the like of Gabriel, they say like of Odegaard, they say like of Rice, and they also Gyökeres for this United game. So I see. Also, even Saka and Trossard was even vested against Nottingham Forest. That's why they played 90 minutes against Inter Milan. I still expect us to do the trick against United because when you see United fullback, Dogo and Dalot, especially Dalot, Trossard still use the head. Trossard may be very, very slow, but Trossard is a very, very brilliant attacker. And you have the like of Martinelli coming off the bench to actually explore the space that Dalot will, because Dalot will always travel. Dalot will
Don't
travel to
worry,
find
don't worry.
Dalot will
Our
travel.
fullbacks Shaw and Dalu.
Uh,
Don't go play on the left wing.
oh yeah, now you remember sure Mata and Saka. So
No,
sure
we
the
are
way
going to double up. I'm going to double up on Saka. Dogu and Shaw on Saka. Nothing for Saka that day. Which light in one fine?
no,
Even at my right wing, Dalo and
uh,
Ahmad just mount there for me. We are
you
coming
forget
to
that
the 4-4-2, four
you
four
forget
two
that
formation.
you forget that this other guy, what's his name? Rice also like scoring against United. He has
Hey,
he has
Bryce, Bryce don't tire. No rest. I was watching against Inter. Guy don't
no,
tire, Jerry.
no, the guy rested and he wanted to pick a look at. He wanted to pick a look at because of that. Because we're having Kairat in the next game, and he don't want to carry that yellow card hanging in his head till knockout stage. So he just picked it up.
We know he's tired.
Kairat game.
I watched Arsenal against Forest now. I watched against
And yeah,
Forest. No,
I guess right,
Arsenal.
he came from the bench now. No, okay, started the game, but
Just bench the Rice, Odegaard, all the tire. We are coming for them. We will see fresh leg. Mine,
uh,
mine, 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 mine never play ball since last year. First start.
uh,
See,
guys,
very fresh.
under the light, I trust my boys to defeat you guys because
1
my
week for
boys.
press for Casemiro. Ah,
When you
it's
deliver
just
this
my
one for me,
center
I beg,
defenders
I
I'm worried
beg.
about. Don't
eh?
worry.
When you
My
deliver this one for
center,
me, I beg.
my center backs. I don't want to start for us. Martinez and
All right,
okay, man. Why?
on
Ah,
lineup issue, on lineup people, lineup issue. Let's do our preferred 11. Let's go with the house. Keeper choice via Le Mans.
ah, wow, right.
OJ,
Alright, what the man go do?
you think what you do?
That makes my
Uh,
finger now.
all right. Right back. Timber, Dalot. I mean, no, Timber Dalot, Dalot.
Wow. This one not hard now.
No.
What?
Right back should be white Dalot
What?
because Timber will play
Why?
left back. White Dalot, yes, right back, right Dalot.
With White won't play right back.
Yes, we don't have left back
Oh,
currently. I
no
don't. I
Rashford
don't think.
now.
I don't think. I don't think. I don't think this guy will trust UCL against the like of Mbemo. So we surely
They will,
start him at the right back. Yeah.
this guy will kill you with Skelly. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. So now Timber will play. I trust. Now what you go do with that?
ah God. Maybe okay, Dog will just stay on White for the first half. Second
Like
half, we
this
bring
your
Kunya.
imagination. This your imagination. It sweet me that you guy. OJ, see between 1 week and course. Guy, they were
Kunya, Kunya is
the
White.
wilderness before. Guy, wilderness before. I'm going to them to the wilderness before. Just only 1 week with Carrick. My guy is already imagining things. So,
This Emirates, ah God. Ah, with
my
the
guy,
all black hits,
my guy, the
That is
right back,
heritage.
the right back situation. Who is going? Dalot or right?
To be White, I think that won't play. What will you say that? Which Chelsea come
After
back?
OJ, which one did you pick?
Now White now. Who be Dalot? Dalot be single-handedly sacked Ten Hag. No now. No 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 no.
All right, all right. What about our centre back option? Gabriel Saliba or Maguire Martinez?
Ah, that one is not hard now.
Are we even
Gabriel and
supposed to even
Saliba.
debate the backline safe? Oh, wow.
What about the left back? Shaw and Timber. Who do you guys pick?
Ah, I'm sure good though. Prefer I'll have put Shaw and Timber instead.
Yeah, okay, right back. Okay, I get your point. I get your point. I get your point. But you have to talk about based on position they will play that particular day. I don't think Calafiori is ready and Nkapi is also injured. So it's going to be
True,
Timber.
I understand.
You-
But if you see Shaw and Timber, I think I'll go with Timber. Ah, for sure they try. Yeah. Ah, oh, wow.
Jonathan. Jonathan. Okay.
Yeah, I would also go with Timber as well. Like I said, I don't think that the back line for this combined 11 should be debatable. But oh well, Timber it is.
Let's go to the midfield battle. Let's start with Jonathan. I think it will be Casemiro Zubimendi. Who did you pick? Who will you pick?
Give me Cass. Yes, give me Cass.
E Casemiro.
Big Cass.
Uh, I will pick Zubimendi because Zubimendi has looked to be very, very
Who
good.
pick us now?
Like, I won't
Team now,
lie.
no be you.
I am.
No,
You
no.
see, you see that Zubi?
Yeah,
We are coming for him.
Zubimendi
Zumendi. Don't worry.
Zubimendi has been looking good, very, very good. But guy is very, very good. But no, Casemiro goes in.
Arsenal they find them since, yeah. They say you know they play well.
Oh, Zubimendi.
Some Arsenal fans.
Arsenal fans will always be Arsenal fans now. I tell you, say Arsenal fans get issue with many, many players and we are still first in everywhere. Like this life is not balanced. So we get issue with many players and we are still first in both competition. And we're in semi-final of the EFA Cup. Like this life, this a very, very confused fan base. Let's go to the other midfield option. Kobe Mino and Rice. I think everybody should be just said this Rice. Like it's not supposed to be an argument. Wait, wait. Rice, Kobe Mino.
Rice and
Just a fine person
Kobe
mouth.
Mino.
wow. Not Rice now. Kobe never to play ball this season.
Yeah, Valley. Now the battle is now Bruno Fernandez and
Bruno. Fenage.
Doesn't matter what you want to
I
hand
know
for
where the
there.
other
Oh.
one
I don't
is.
want to hear the hand though.
uh,
Lord the way.
I think make a case for Merino now. Merino has been good though. He has more
Man,
goals than Bruno
Merino,
Fernandez.
Odegaard, combine, Bruno.
He has been good. He has been good. But yes, Loki is Bruno Fernandez. After he coming back from where he used to be, and now this attack is promising to be one of the interesting aspects. Right wing, we have Mbemo and Saka. Who is the other part?
Shit.
what of Ahmad?
I was thinking we are going
Amad
to
will
use
left back.
Mbemo for attack, not
But I
right.
think in this game, Ubu will play center forward, Sha.
What about your guy, Sesko?
Sesko won't start this game. I think he'll start the next one.
Oh,
This game will be Umbumo. We are going to press the Mendy with Bruno. There will be no base of control for Arsenal.
So how do we think our front line is lining up now? Let me go with you.
Okay, so for the
I
front,
love Saka.
Hmm?
Sadly.
So Saka, who, Awu.
Now this one had me. OJ, go first.
Remember there is Trossard though. Uh-huh.
Trossard
okay.
came. I guess you know.
Well, I would go with Saka on right wing and Mbumo on CF and ah, okay, I would go with Trossard on left wing.
Correct. Wait.
This one hard though.
I tell
I'm gonna
you,
go there. Saka, go to the left wing, I beg.
It seems like I want to go do for left wing, man. Yeah, guy play away in the play now. Why the guy go left wing?
Left wing.
let's go spam cross now.
Saka, Mbomo, and Ahmad.
If one goes play Ahmad, so you for your mind like this, Ahmad they get better since the past Trossard.
Trossard. Now
For
I
your
like
mind.
pass. Leave Trossard
Uh,
first. Wait, do you think?
yeah,
Wait. Do you think I want to go and play match tomorrow? I'll
uh,
pick Trossard over Ahmad. Like me.
me,
See, I
I'll
won't
pick him
go.
over Ahmad though.
No, I can't. Ahmad,
I'll
that's
pick him
why.
over Ahmad.
Ahmad numbers is reduced because of the role he has been playing since this season.
But
But
Trossard,
in terms
yeah,
of
this is
impact of the
part
game, eh?
Lot of game. Trossard have been part of games though, guy. Trossard have been part
I'm
of
not
games though.
surprised, though, but the kind of trend Ahmad carries is crazy. The speed, the directness, the 1v1 threat, and then even the shooting. His lack of numbers, this is because of he has been playing right wing back majority of the season. It's not like
But an argument can be also made that the Arsenal best attacker this season has been Trossard. An argument can be made for that.
yes, I think he has actually been your best attacker.
So
Sadly,
like
it doesn't come into my team. Sadly,
no issue. For me, I concur with OJ. I think it should be Saka, Trossard, and Ubemo. It just
half
shows
of
that.
this
It
team,
just
but
shows that.
let's put him young.
It just shows that our boy, we are not just trustable of our strikers. Jesus or even Kukeres. Or even Sesko have not even fit enough to even start for us.
And imagine you need to buckle up. Oh, see that Cesco? Yeah, and I'll still get in time. I just a pamper
Uh,
because just they come and he's just
uh,
51.
let's
Next
do
season,
let's do quick prediction. For me, I see the game ending Arsenal taking one. Arsenal win taking one. Um, Wait, how this is the game ending?
United to win the game 2-1. Let's go.
I mean, how you see the game ending now?
I see Arsenal stealing a 1-0 win as usual.
I want to know
Give,
go fit do me.
give me
I don't
draw,
know go
sha.
fit do me. I don't know fit do me. Well, no wahala, sha. No wahala, sha. You also have some other games. I think Liam Senior. I was waiting to pronounce the name. After their 1-1, it's a 1-0 win at home to Pafos. I think that who are they even playing this week? Let me check. They're playing let's say they're playing let's say they're playing Crystal Palace. A Crystal Palace team of chaos. What's his name? Oliver Glasner causes chaos. He has already opened the nyash of Crystal Palace. How do you see the game ending? Just quick prediction, guys. Wait, prediction of the game. Palace at home. Chelsea.
Oh, that game, Palace are in disarray. Like you have the manager making comments, you have Mateta wanting to leave.
Gay has gone.
It's
Oh,
just a mess. It's just a mess. So I do think that Chelsea are going to win this game. 2-1. Chelsea to win 2-1.
what's your prediction?
Well, like Ray said, these guys are in disarray right now. Chaos everywhere and all of that. The club does not don't really support the manager like that because making decisions that go against what he wants or go against without even informing him or carrying him along and all of that. So no regard for his position as a manager. I see Chelsea edging this game out 2 goals to nothing. They are going to pounce on the take advantage of the whole chaos happening at Palace right now. So yeah, Chelsea 2-0.
You guys have said it all. I think Chelsea will win this match. All that I wanted the honeymoon of the Liam Senior to be over very soon. But no wahala, we get them next week for the FA Cup. We finish them. I see them winning this game. I think 2-0. But who wants to go for Crystal Palace? No, Mateta not go start that game. And I think Sai is needed back. And then also they lost Gay. So I don't think they have any spark. Maybe voting. But I think Chelsea will win the game 2-0. Over to Liverpool. Liverpool actually go to Bournemouth. They play at the Vitality Stadium. Jonathan, how do you see the game ending now? Liverpool, they are on a very red unbeaten run.
Very weird
People go
indeed.
tell you say,
Five draws.
people go tell you say this unbeaten run, this unbeaten run. Like, just be like, it be like a draw, that draw of nine Fulham. And I said one again. If they start gap with the draw, if they don't start gap with the win, and you see this game ready now. Bournemouth, Liverpool.
Well, I feel as if we've seen enough of these draws from them, and yeah, it's going to come to an end this weekend. Yeah, Bournemouth are an exciting side. They try to play attacking and daring football, and that's also going to make the game kind of open up a bit. Yeah, I see Liverpool edging this one. Likely 3 goals to 1.
All right. Where your quick prediction on the game?
Wait, so who are they playing?
They're playing
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth away.
Okay, Bournemouth away. I think Liverpool are going to win this game. Although Bournemouth, their form has been very bad. I think it's only the game they won against Spurs
Against
3-2.
Tottenham. Uh,
Yes, that was like their one win like since November. I think
what did
so.
they play the last time? They played 1-1 with Brighton, have you?
Brighton,
Yeah,
yes,
7. Let's go from Brighton and Rota. Been that brought the game back 1-1.
I've not forgotten. But Liverpool can actually win this game. They should just they have their key players back too. Also. Salah is
You
back.
see that
They
Salah
can
miss?
play
You see that miss?
Vets. Typical Salah now. Salah
the
back. They
guy
just
don't
give
hold.
Vets.
The guy don't
They,
hold.
they should win this game. They will win this game. So I believe they win this game 2-1.
Alright,
2-1.
2-1. 2-1. I see Bournemouth picking a point. I see 1-1 draw. Bournemouth Liverpool 1-1 draw. Yeah. They'll still have their unbeaten one, but it will be fully draws. Now we have a small matter of Man City taking on Wolf. Ray, FPA expert. My guy, should we captain or should we captain Aland?
Wolves don't pick form. Leave others. Wolves have been playing well. It's just that it's already too late. But they've been playing well. They even won their FA Cup game, I think. FA Cup for something or so. So they've been doing alright. If you do look at it, um well I believe to win this game, Sha. I think their players would sit up for this one. Pep needs to bring back Nico back into the team, Gonzalez. Then you need to rest or be drop Foden if at all. If you are playing Rodri and Nico, just give Cheki the freedom. Let him pop about between the line. It's way more creative than Foden. Against teams like this, you need someone like Cheki to start the game. And then you should have defensive structure behind him. Just let him go into the game, create the chances, Haaland make the runs. And they will get chances, they will win the game eventually. So I believe to win this game. As for Chipcutting Haaland, I don't know because Haaland recently has been having many blips and form has just gone off the radar. But I believe to win this game. 2-0 win.
All right. OJ, how do you see the game ending now?
Well, yeah, of course, Wolf have picked form and all of that, but I feel as if with the integration of matchday this weekend, there's going to be some level of defensive solidity being brought to the City side. Is this going to be the start of something that is going to be season defining come the end of the season? Well, I don't know yet, but One thing I know is that for this particular fixture, City is likely going to get a win and a clean sheet even. So I'm looking at maybe 4 goals to nothing.
Guy, 4 goals. Oh, well, if I say Wolf will pick point like this now, I would see me as bad person. So, Wolf should lose this game. Wolf will lose this game. I think 2 goals to nil. Yes, Man City will just win 2-0. I think they just need a 3 point at this point. And because when they find that Arsenal is going to play, Arsenal are going to play Man United, they want to like to reduce the gap and go for a possible result taking them. The Arsenal picture. I think that's that in Premier League. Yes, that's that in Premier League. La Liga. Um, okay, what do you guys face this weekend? And who's Madrid facing?
You said?
Who are you guys facing this weekend? And who is
All right.
Madrid facing?
Well, I think Madrid are playing first. They're playing on Saturday night. That should be first. They are going away to Villarreal. It's going to be a tricky tie for them. Might likely be the first big test that Abeloa is facing. No kudos to Monaco. So yeah, I don't I don't that game is a 50-50 game. It's a game that they can win, it's a game that they can lose. But we all know Madrid, the games that we expect them to go ahead and actually have difficulty, they can actually close out this game in first half if they wanted to. So well, it's going to be a very tricky tie. Villarreal, they're convincing, but they're just not title material. So I am going to, as much as I don't want to call it, I see Madrid edging out a win in this particular fixture, likely convincingly even. So maybe 3 goals to 1. They're going to get a win in that particular fixture all the way from home. And then we are also playing against, I think, Real Oviedo. We all know how the first leg of this, we
Not
all
be
know,
1-1.
we all know how the first leg of this fixture ended. Went about. I think we came back from 2 goals down,
Was it not 1-1?
if I'm not mistaken. I think it was from
How,
two.
how do you guys think the last game? The last time
Last
against
week
them
against
with
Oviedo,
Kovedo.
right?
Uh,
I think we came back from 2 goals or thereabouts. It was from 2 goals behind, and then we came to win 3-2 or something like that. Yeah, so this time it's going to be at
okay.
home. So
You feel like give your opponent.
you can't blame the team. You can't blame the team. It's just the system. So I'm hoping that this time we are going to, since it's at home, of course, these low block teams we tend to thrive better when we are playing against them on our own soil. So yeah, I see us edging out a win in this particular one. A win with likely a clean sheet. I might say this now and then match will start. 2 minutes they don't light. So that's by the way. But light or not, I believe that this is a fixture that we are supposed to be able to get an easy win out of. And yeah, I see us getting a win in this particular fixture and maintaining our position unchallenged right now as the number one in La Liga table standing. So yeah, so those are the two key fixtures from my side that I'm bringing to you. Of course, Tico also hosts Mallorca and all of that. At home, I am expecting them to get a win and well keep the momentum going into the latter half of of this season's league. So yeah, that's it from my end. Thank you.
All right. That was a very quick wrap up from La Liga. So before we wrap up, I want to just shout out to you guys, OG, and we thank for coming in for this episode, and thanks for turn up. And also, I wish we will be more proactive towards this, and also we will look towards our video conference call. We plan towards that. So that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks you all for listening, and also our subscribers, please share the gospel. Metabolat are here to stay. Catch us on YouTube, and also we'll be uploading to Spotify. You can also tweet to us offline if you are going for gym, running, or even being less busy. Just put on your earpiece and listen to the boys discuss football. Once more, shout out to OG. Shout out to you. Thanks for producing.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. And also, Ray, Man United fan. I will wish you 3 points. I know we wish you 3 points, but also shout out to you, my guy. We see the
Shout out to
weekend.
you, bro. I got 3 points for you, so.
Oh, Allah, no. Oh, well, that's a wrap for my hand. I beg,
Is the
thank
match
you
this
guys.
Saturday
Thank
or
you
Sunday?
guys. What do you say?
The Arsenal game, is this Saturday or Sunday? I don't
It's
even
on
know.
Sunday, 5:30 p.m.